let's get started with the stock movers. Lisa Mateo, what do you have?
And where do you think we're starting? Tesla, yeah. Okay, so the shares have been up as much as 7%, leading the Mag 7 stocks. So basically, the company missed estimates, right, for both revenue and earnings. In fact, its worst quarter in years. The results also show weakness in their automotive business, tariff headwinds for its expanding energy operation. But the thing is that Elon Musk told investors basically what they wanted to hear. He said he's going to pull back from his role in Doge in May. He's going to focus more on Tesla. He said his work establishing the group is, quote, mostly done. And you've seen it, right? The protests springing up in recent months against his government work. Tesla's been struggling. They've had slumping sales, rising costs from President Trump's trade war. So Musk tried to reassure investors. A couple of things I want to point out that he said. He said, at Tesla, we've gone through many crises over the years. This is not one of those times. And he also said several times in the call that he's pushed for lower tariffs, too. So he's trying to separate himself a little bit there from the president.
Paul, let's go to this. I've been on 4,812 conference calls. This is not, you were great with Dan Ives. It's not a normal company.
No, it's not. It's really tied to Mr. Musk, and he's been great. He's a visionary, and he's extraordinary.
He sold the story like nobody.
Absolutely. But now he's trying to sell a different story, which is we're not necessarily a car company, which is facing lots of headwinds, including Chinese competition. We're now a robotics company, an AI company, a robo-taxi company, trying to shift investor focus to where potential growth may be. And that's the story. If you're a bull on this stock, I think that's where you have to be.
Okay. If you say so. Next.
Boeing, too. Its shares have been up as much as 5%. So first quarter results, right? Topped Wall Street's estimate, smaller than expected adjusted loss per share. It used $2.3 billion in free cash in 3 months, ended March 31st. It also ramped up jet production. So when you talk about jet production, right, it's cash cow, 737 MAX jetliner. They want to raise output to 38 jets per month, and then they want to increase that to 42 units later this year. And that's going to help generate that cash that was taken away by the strikes. Remember the strikes and the manufacturing crisis and all that. So that's going to really help out.
When you were flying with the Blue Angels at WPXY,
Yes,
Lisa, if you don't know this, folks, in the tri-state area, Lisa's iconic. She can go nowhere. She goes down aisle 4 at Costco. People go mental. Did you think you'd be talking free cash flow?
I did not. What a world.
But what does Boeing mean with China? Because China is addicted to Boeing. That's what they want.
Yeah, I don't know, but George Ferguson says from Bloomberg Intelligence,
what's he say?
They need to see 50 737s come off every
so
month.
More than the 42. Okay,
yeah,
so 50.
that's the goal for kind of early next year.
We got to make a note in the control. Wake up in there. Come on, Ken. Wake up. We get George Ferguson on as we can. One more, quickly.
AT&T. Okay, their shares have been up as much as 4%. Attracted new wireless subscribers than people expected. Highly competitive mobile phone market. They added 324,000 mobile phone customers the first 3 months of the year. But you remember yesterday we were talking about Verizon, right? They loss of subscribers. So you see the difference a day makes. Consumers are price conscious, right? They're holding onto their phones a little bit longer.
Yeah, I see that.
So people that you've seen the promotions too. They've been heavily promoting it. AT&T had their customer guarantee, but
so which
revenue grew too. AT&T, yes.
Phone, telephone, I'm buying phone.
Telephone, yes, correct. They also, though, revenue grew too, and they reiterated their 2025 full year guidance.
You're an AT&T wireless customer,
and
I'm
AT&T.
a Verizon wireless
and
customer.
I'm a T-Mobile.
And you're a T-Mobile.
Oh, we've got
so there's
everyone.
the market. That's the market. That's how competitive it is out there in the wireless business.
You know why I'm T-Mobile? I had the privilege of saying to John Legere, who invented T-Mobile, I've been more wrong about a corporate strategy than the success of T-Mobile.
Yeah, he did phenomenal work.
And he gave me a big hug. He wants me to wear a pink T-shirt. I said, I know Dan Ives. That's all there is. Stock movers. Lisa Mateo, thank you so much. It's a wonderful 5-minute summary. It's out on our podcast. Look for it.